Assetto Corsa is available for under £2, which is absolutely insane when you consider how much entertainment value Assetto Corsa offers. However, you should not buy the simulator for £2, and I'm going to tell you why in this video. So if you're new to Assetto Corsa land, I hate to break it to you, you're going to go down a deep rabbit hole with this one if you do pick this game up. It's a good rabbit hole, but it is deep and it is filled with despair. You shouldn't buy the £2 version of Assetto Corsa because there's an Ultimate Edition as well as the Base Edition. And the Ultimate Edition on sale right now is around about $20 or so, 20 or so pounds. And you really should buy that one rather than the base version of the game. The reason why you should do that instead of just cheaping out on the £2 version is because the Ultimate Edition has all the DLC included in it, which includes amazing Kunos cars and amazing Kunos tracks, content that if you wanted to jump onto random servers or you just want to do general racing, you will have to have in order to be able to join those servers and random stuff. You'll also find that a lot of the modding stuff available there and a lot of the Assetto Corsa culture, people that run servers like me when I run racing with subscribers, kind of assume that you are using the Ultimate Edition. So inevitably, you probably will end up having to buy those packs and the different content regardless. Now, unfortunately, if you bought the £2 version of the game, you then can't upgrade to the Ultimate Edition in the same way or take advantage of the same price benefits. So you're way better off just plopping down the money and getting the Ultimate Edition from the get-go. It just makes things a lot simpler and a lot more streamlined. And I guarantee you, even though £15 is a lot more than £2, it is well worth getting. Now, I get it that some people simply don't have the money at all available, in which case you can get away with the £2 version of the game. You can get that. You can still use the mods and you can still have a really great time. But in the long run, trust me, you might as well get the Ultimate Edition. Now, I'm going to assume that some of you are brand new to Assetto land here. And what I would like to let you know about is some things to keep in mind. So the first one is, don't get overwhelmed by modding and the nature of Assetto Corsa. From the outside looking in, and I experience this when looking at games like DCS or other titles with mods, it can be like, oh my god, there's all this stuff, oh, I just can't be bothered with it. Assetto Corsa is actually super simple with the modding. All you need to keep in mind is that you buy Assetto Ultimate Edition, you download Content Manager, you get a plugin called Shader Patch, and then you're pretty much ready to go. If you want cars and mods, you can go to websites like Race Department or Race Sim Studio, and you just download the mod and you either drag it onto Content Manager to install it, or you drag it into the main Assetto Corsa folder, which will be in your Steam folder, and you can just paste it in there. And you'll see that the files within the zip of the mod, the name of the folders will all line up with the folders where they're supposed to go to in the Assetto Corsa folder. Once you drag them in, you can just select them in the game and they just work. Also, really worth keeping in mind that stuff like Content Manager, Shader Patch, all these mods and everything, they all have videos that explain how to install them and what you need to do. There's loads of YouTubers that have been making this content for years. So if you get stuck or you get overwhelmed at all, you can just say in Google or YouTube, you say how to do this, or top 5 Assetto Corsa mods, or how to install Shader Patch. And you'll get videos that will explain it to even the most dullest and dumbest of people. So, all told, Assetto Corsa is absolutely phenomenal, and to be honest, it's completely bonkers that you can get this sim for £2. This is a simulator that does simulation, physics, force feedback on a level that you have in private training simulators that people spend hundreds and sometimes thousands of pounds to access. Now, in those private simulators, they do configure the sim directly to match a real-world car, and you'll have training and big screens and a whole bunch of other stuff going along. But fundamentally, AC gets you an industrial quality simulator that you can use at home. And It's incredible, absolutely bonkers. The actual natural driving and feel of Assetto Corsa is by far the closest that you can get to feeling what it's like to actually drive a race car. Now lastly, before we go, again for new people, make sure that you set your wheel up correctly when playing Assetto Corsa, and also keep in mind that you can play it with a gamepad, but it is worth playing with a wheel and that wheel set up correctly. It will really transform your view of driving simulators playing with a wheel as opposed to a gamepad. But you can access it with a gamepad, and that's often a question, so just keep in mind it is designed primarily for use with a wheel. Again, do a search my channel for force feedback settings or wheel settings for Assetto Corsa, and you'll have everything that you could possibly dream of knowing. But yes, Assetto Corsa, it is on sale, it is worth getting. Try and get the Ultimate Edition, don't be overwhelmed, and make sure you subscribe and like to this channel, because we do loads of racing with subscribers. Tonight we're going to be doing insane races in the Vintage Mini, and believe me, we were trying it yesterday. It's fun. Like, AC is just so fun to drive. You can't, if you play AC and you don't have a smile on your face, you're dead inside. So that's it. That's all you need to know. Hopefully this video was a useful one. I realise it's not the most exciting of videos for existing subscribers and Stockholm Syndromed people that come back to this channel. But yes, hopefully we helped. Till the next one, thanks for watching. Click the like button, subscribe. Happy tea drinking, take care, and goodbye.